Hi, it's Harris Jensen with some good news about the Beasley Park Lofts project. Now, this is a technical part, but I'll explain what it means. The Local Planning Appeals Tribunal issued a decision in case number 180548 concerning the new downtown official Hamilton secondary plan and zoning bylaw number 18114. The new downtown Hamilton secondary plan is now in full force and effect, except for a few remaining site-specific appeals. Now, what that means is that after years and years of study, and 2 years after Hamilton City Council actually passed the new downtown official plan, it's finally in full force and effect. And what that means is that downtown Hamilton is now essentially rezoned, as downtown Toronto was years ago, to permit mixed use, higher density in the urban core. So Hamilton has finally officially come of age, and we can now proceed with this project as of right without having to go through a complicated rezoning process for every little bit and piece of it. More specifically, what this means is the site, which was originally industrial and then was, for some reason, completely rezoned as residential only, is now mixed use. So we can put all the elements of the building that we planned, the retail, the residential, the hotel, the bar, the restaurant, all the elements are now as of right in one mixed use building, and the height and density is many times more than it was before. This makes the project economic. There's no more disputes on it as there might have been before. So let me go specifically through what the plan will be. Now, just to tell you in advance, we're planning on having the new full design ready within the next 60 days, which hopefully will be before Christmas, but it may be just after Christmas. But within the next 30 to 60 days, we will have the new designs ready. And so let me walk you through the key design features of the plans. And I'll call them the new plans, although they're fundamentally based on the historic loft building as it is right now. Ground floor, very similar to what we had before in some respects. There'll be the bar, restaurant, cafe on the southwest corner, retail along the Mary Street on the west side, the northwest corner. But an interesting new twist will be on the east side, facing the park. The first and second floors will be two-story townhouses looking out over the park itself, which is a really nice feature to have a loft overlooking a park. In the center, we'll still keep the atrium on the south portion of the building. A very nice drive-in entrance off Mary Street with a drop-off spot, and then down to 3 levels of parking underground. We're going to make sure there's lots and lots of parking in the building. On the second floor, the hotel section will actually sprawl all the way along the west side of the building. The east side, again, is the townhouses, but all along the west, not just in the southwest corner, will be the hotel units, studios, loft units, extended stay type units. And that will be on the third and fourth floors of the southwest corner as well, where the hotel will be. That little boutique hotel in the rounded corner, the historic building park, will continue to be that boutique hotel. But it will expand, and there'll be more of those hotel-style units, Airbnb-style to some extent, furnished suites, all along that second floor, right from the south to the north end of the building. We get to the third floor, and this is in the more traditional style of the actual loft units as we had before, all the way across the building, with a considerable amount of storage lockers in the center core. Again, the atrium will be at the south end of the building. When we get onto the upper floors, to the fifth level, there will actually be a setback with the terraces around it, again, similar to the design that it was originally, with the nice walkout garden terraces. What's different about the basic design, though, is what we're doing is now massing a tower on the north end, on the Cannon Street end of the building. So the south end will be this low-rise, historic, loft-style building overlooking the park, but at the north end, a tower. It won't be one of those glass cookie-cutter type box towers, but an industrial look, cast iron with balconies and large windows, a very loft-style tower. If you can imagine one of those buildings you'd see, say, in Soho in New York City. How tall will it be? Well, officially we can go 12 stories. But our argument with the city, and I think it's a good planning argument, and it actually falls in the spirit of their tall buildings policy, which has also been released, it'll be a point tower on the north end, sacrificing what could have been 12-story height on the south end as well. So under the new zoning, this building could be 12 stories tall all the way along, all 400 feet, the entire length of the building, but that creates, as I say, somewhat of a wall. So our proposal to the city will be, south end will be the lower rise, 5 to 6 stories. At the north end, we're going to propose a taller tower, upwards of 20 stories, which will have spectacular views around the downtown core with these big windows and a cast iron look to it. We'll see how much height we can get. But one thing I can tell you is when we have these new designs and all the features incorporated into them properly drawn up, ready, which should be hopefully just before Christmas, maybe even over the Christmas holidays, some time for you to come in. You will be the first people to see them. If you want to move around in the building, somewhat a little higher, a little lower, reposition in the building, you will have absolutely the first chance to do it. So I thank you for your patience very much. It has been a wait, I realize that, but that's the nature of the development industry, and that is actually the benefit of buying pre-construction, is hopefully you can ride the values up, and the values in Hamilton have definitely gone up. These last few years, they actually have been a good investment, because when we started with this project a few years ago, $300 a square foot was pushing it in Hamilton. And now there are new developments all around here, new sales offices opening up, and you're looking at values at $5, $6, and even higher per square foot. So you bought in at a good time. You're going to get a spectacular building. Stay tuned. In probably 30 to 45 days, we'll give you an email and invite you to pop into the office and see the new design. So thanks very much. I'm Harry Stinson.